Good evening, young Vivian.
Good evening, young
There's
Daniel.
nobody in the chat at the moment. There's nobody. Where have they all gone? Where have our viewers gone?
I haven't shared it out yet because that thing
There's
finished.
two in the chat. Hello, everybody. I don't know who you are because I can't see you. If you'd like
Say
to put
hello.
your name into the chat and just give us a hi so we know that we're broadcasting to everybody out there, that'd be great. And then we can say hi back personally because we like to do it that way.
Do you? I don't. I'm miserable. Well, I am today. I've got bad toothache, Dan.
Well, you're entitled to be miserable with toothache. It's not to make anybody miserable. We have three there. Hello, Chantal. Woo, woo. Chantal in the room. Chantal in the room. Woo, woo.
Chantal going to Ireland. Chantal going to Ireland. Woo,
yes. Ireland.
Hi, Kate.
How you doing, Kate? How you doing, Chantal? I hope you're both doing well. I hope you're both fantastic. So this evening, we're going to chat about Skinwalker Ranch. And shake it, baby. Woo, woo.
Shake it, baby.
Yeah, this evening we're going to talk about Skinwalker Ranch. And on Friday, you lucky girl, Chantal. And we're just going to give our opinions. Hi, Sarah Louise. How are you?
Hi, Sarah.
Hope you're doing well. And we're just going to give our opinions on it. I think we're pretty much similar.
Do you know what? There's something wrong with Facebook, Dan.
There's always been something wrong with Facebook, Viv. Always. All social media.
It's not letting me share this out for some reason. But I shall keep going with it. Keep persisting.
It's the demon's toilet is social media, unfortunately.
Is it?
With some of the ilk you get on there. There's a lot of good people on there, but there's a lot of knobheads as well. So, yes. So this evening we're going to talk about Skinwalker Ranch. And just give our ideas on it. If you want to pipe, I'm glad you're okay, Sarah. Fantastic. Glad to hear it. We are also good, thank you. So, yeah, just want to give our views on it and stuff. I mean, I don't really, I know about it in the sense that I've seen lots of programs on it and I've read a few articles. I think I might have even read a book on it at one point. It must have been a boring day for me. But I'm on the way home to dinner. Not sure I'll catch much. One of my favourite topics. Oh, just get home safely, Chantal, and have a nice dinner. That's all that matters. We want you home safely. That's all we want. And then you can catch up on replay whenever you can do it at your leisure. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Skinwalker Ranch, as I say, it's one of those topics that I've sort of rebounded around over the years, and it's kind of it intrigued me to start with. And I think the thing that captured my imagination was the fact that it was bought. It was bought by an ordinary family, wasn't it, at one point? And then it was taken over by the government, and then the government sold it on to a private billionaire who then used it for...
That's right.
He used it for basically research, didn't he? And that caught my imagination. And then I saw programs on it, and the programs I saw on it was... This is the thing with... Now, please forgive me, American people. But the thing about American TV, and it really grates me, and I understand you've probably got to do it for certain reasons because of liability and all sorts of different, problems it could cause in a court case. But the people that they have there are actors, clearly, and simply actors. So they're not showing you the real people. They're showing you people that are taking part of the real people that were there. And, of course, it's all overacted. It's all done for effect. The music that they've got the right tempo of music playing in the background. When something exciting happens, invariably it never does, and you never really get to the bottom of what's happening.
But the thing is, though, Dan, right? I know that's sort of like now, and the TV program now is just done for Hollywood. Yeah. But before that happened, there was so much stuff that was going on there. That the people that lived there, it wasn't just UFO and all that phenomena. There was also paranormal stuff that was going on. That absolutely frightened them.
Right across the board. Every kind of paranormal activity you can imagine, whether it's ufology, whether it was cryptids, whether it was spirits, whether it was demonic, whether it was skinwalkers, hence the name Skinwalker Ranch. Every bit of activity that was carried out globally was concentrated on this one spot.
Yeah.
And I don't doubt the people who owned it. I don't doubt their experiences there, because I think there was over a couple, 2 or 3 families, wasn't it? That they'd all suffered this same sort of like hideous experiences. But the one thing that gets me is that they've ruined whatever credibility he had. They've ruined because they've turned it into a show.
Yeah, I mean, the people in it. Oh, I mean, I've been watching that show, Dan, and I'll hold my hands up. I think the stuff that happens at Skinwalker Ranch does happen. There is something going on. But the TV show has, as you said, made it lose all credibility. When that guy, when his head elongated and his scalp or something was coming away and he had to be rushed to hospital, that I don't think was anything paranormal. I think that was something that was happening to him, something medical, and maybe the doctors can explain it. Because on the Skinwalker Ranch TV program, you never really hear the doctors say much. Oh, we can't explain it. Oh, we can't explain it. It's a phenomenon. It's rubbish.
I think they've got their answers there, Viv, and I'm not sure what the situation is, but I think if I was a billionaire and I wanted to use that as an experimental area, and it was owned prior to me by the government, and the government then handed it off to me or sold it off to me, the only reason I would leave there is if I had the answers or I found out that it was all bunkum. Mm-hmm. There wouldn't be any other reason to leave there. So he's either got the answers,
guys,
not telling anybody.
I just got a message from Facebook. Facebook has trouble with streaming at the moment.
Oh, yes.
This might end all of a sudden. If it does, we'll restream again. So don't worry. It's telling me to shut this down and create another broadcast, but we'll just see what happens.
We crack on, shall we?
Yeah, let's crack on. I mean,
shall I remove that, Viv?
Yeah, just remove it.
Oh, where are we? There you go.
Yeah,
so... Sorry, you were saying. What were you saying? Sorry, beg your pardon.
No, you were saying.
What was I saying? I totally threw me that. Yeah, it's just I don't. I think that, as I say, getting back to, I think that if he'd have found anything credible there, bearing in mind he was a billionaire, if there was something going on there, and he found the answers to it, and the answers weren't particularly paranormal, then he walked away, or he didn't find the answers and he walked. But if you don't find the answers, you're not going to walk away until you get some sort of. You're not going to walk away from it until you get some sort of closure. And so by him walking away from it makes me think, well, was it? And another thing that annoys me as well, right? And I'm getting on my bandwagon here a little bit. I've seen series of shows from there. Chanel. And right across those shows that I've watched about Skinwalker Ranch, once they've brought a Native American elder in or a medicine man, right? So I wanted to hear from his perspective, because obviously culturally they're embroiled in that.
Yeah.
And all that, they're embroiled in that, And I wanted to hear from his perspective what the situation was. But they got him in. He said, "Oh yeah, you got," but they didn't really give him enough time, and then he was pushed off. And it was like, well, I want to hear from the horse, with all due respect. I don't want to hear from the rider. I want to hear from the horse's mouth, And it's kind of. It sullied it for me a little bit.
Yeah, Chanel said that in the new show they now have a new owner.
Oh apparently.
Wow! But you know what? What I think, this is something. Hi, Lois.
Hi, Lo.
This is something that I think that with Skinwalker Ranch, I think the amount of government, when I say experiments, I don't mean experiments that the government are doing, but military experiments and stuff that went on there or around that area was so top secret, it dirtied the soil. I think the soil is high in either radiation, EMF, or something. Something is going on there, and it's something to do with pollution. I don't think that really that it's paranormal, UFO, this, that, and the other. I think there is a form of pollution that radiates from that soil, because I remember rightly, Dan, me and you were having a conversation with someone that spoke about the ranch next door, Strawberry Ranch.
Which apparently is even worse, isn't it?
Yeah.
But nobody hears really about that, do they? I mean, I did over the years, and I never heard about it until I think it might have been Nick Muley actually that mentioned it, or somebody like that. Somebody from the other side of the pond mentioned it, but I never heard about it prior to somebody mentioning it. But I don't know. I mean, you're right. I mean, is it causing hallucinogenics? Is it causing people to be ill? Whatever compounds they put into the soil there or the atmosphere.
What do you think, Lois, about the soil?
Do you know what? I'm a fan when it comes to Skinwalker Ranch, and it's not for the show, let me tell you, because I think all these shows, Stephen's laughing. It's not for the shows because I just think the shows are out for money, to be honest, and they'll make it look bigger than what it is. I'm not saying that there is, but I'm not saying that there isn't something there. But I think, as you guys say, via everything's got to be tested first to see, right, if it's, as you say, if it could be this, it could be causing hallucinations, could it be this, and if you debunk the full lot, then you've got paranormal, because how otherwise could you explain it?
But I don't think that they're ever going to admit to dumping and or maybe even radiation leaks. I think that's something that the government will cover up. And
oh God, they're not going to want people to know that they're dumping like radiation basically out the back door. You know, it's something that they'll never admit. But telly always makes things look a lot bigger than
what do you think?
Are.
What do you think, Dan?
I'm very suspicious about these places that are tucked out in the middle of nowhere in deserts in America, because invariably there's always a military installation there somewhere.
Yeah.
There's always something not that far. I mean, it's a constant, isn't it? And so they're tucking out installations left, right, and centre. And the thing that has become prevalent over the last few years is people that have gone out to these places, whether they've been exploring or whether they've just been out hiking or what have you, they've always come across, or the ones that have come across something and lived to tell the tale, have also come back with some sort of tale that military were involved along the line somewhere, or there's caves out there and you can't access them. And what it does, there's one in particular, there was a cave called the M Cave, and this guy went into it and he was out to explore, and then he couldn't find it. And he went into it initially and he started to suffer with the shakes and fear. He was terrible. He had trepidation. He didn't want to go in there. Absolutely scared, witless. And he walked away. And then he went back and he said, right, I'm going to go back. I'm going to find his cave. And people said to him, don't go into that cave. There's military installations there. And what you were feeling was it was something that military were using to put people off. You know, whether it was sound or frequencies or what have you, they were using something along those lines to put people off. And he said, so don't go near it. But he went near it and they've never heard from him again.
Really? He went missing?
He's gone. He's gone missing. They don't know where he is. And there seems to be a lot of these, and even with cryptids, even think the cryptids, there always seems to be military installations. Now, I don't know what came first. Were the cryptids there and they built military installations next to it, or were the military installations next to it and then the cryptids turned up because, I don't know, were they created by them? I don't know. It sounds like it's a mad roller coaster, isn't it? But I don't know. It's all supposition, isn't it? But it's weird. It's a weird one. Yeah, they are in every country, Brian.
Plus, as well, if
I'm not putting the things up. Sorry.
That's it, Anthony. The Arizona. That's yeah.
See, to be honest, let's face it. See if like these places, right? I'm no offense to the Americans, right? See if they weren't so secretive, nobody would be constantly chipping. See if they were more open, nobody'd give a fuck.
Do you know what? I think it's global, to be honest with you, Lo. I think there are all governments that know, and all what they're in a pie, and none of them will tell you. Our government are just as shady and secret and nasty, underhand, and you know.
I heard something on the grapevine, Dan. I heard like people were going on about Area 51, Area 51. And it's like, well, Area 51 is the decoy. It's Area 52 that people don't know about.
I didn't even know there was an Area
52. Didn't even know. Although I did see a good program on Area 51 today. I was watching it. It was only because I had Elvis's jet there. I was watching it. I had Elvis's jet there from 1976. So I was watching that. I was watching a documentary on that. It was very interesting.
I must admit, I'm quite an Elvis fan. I love Elvis.
Oh, you got. I can't think. I'll send you over the link to it. It's a really interesting documentary.
Talking about interesting stuff. Remind me at the end of the show when we're off air. I've forgotten that guy's name that you told me. The guy that got tested.
Evening Carl.
that was he a psychologist or something, and he tested his
Oh,
own brain,
yes.
and he got
Yes. He came
psychopath.
back. He came back with
He was psychotic.
sociopath, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Area 51. Let's get back on that. Now, they, if I remember rightly, going to the TV programs, they had these so-called scientists on there that were sending up weather balloons and putting EMF meters everywhere, and all their phones were going funny all at the same time, and they couldn't get this, that, and the other. What are your thoughts about that? You know, with the phones not working, heart rates increasing, EMF readings off the scale.
To me, it sounds like somebody's buggering about the environment.
Mm.
It sounds experimental, doesn't it? I mean, I was watching, again, documentaries on Area 51, and there was one I found, and it was about the guy that initially found the weather, or he was there, because the day that it crashed, they put it over the papers, they splashed it, and the US Air Force had put out, like, spinning disc UFO crashes in Roswell, right?
Right.
And it's photos. Then the next day, they retracted that and said, oh, no, it wasn't a UFO, it was a weather balloon. And the guy who's sitting there, there's a very famous photo where there's a guy in the US Air Force, and he's sitting there, and it's always back to frequency, bro, always.
Yeah.
And he was sitting there, and he was holding the remnants of this balloon. But I think he died sometime later of cancer, and so did a few other people that were involved with it. But the thing was that his daughter said, and his daughter, I don't even know if she's alive now, she was an old lady at the time, she went, there was no weather balloon. She went, what my dad was holding was the remnants of what is believed to be an unidentified craft.
Yeah.
She went, and it didn't seem to be of this world. She said, and that's that. And he left. He told her all growing up, from a child to an adult, the truth is this.
Mm.
But I was very much quashed down and said, don't say anything about it. What you were holding was a weather balloon. You know.
Didn't people get threatened with their lives and the family by it is surmised because there's somebody that's come out on his deathbed that has spilt the beans, and the reason why he didn't talk up until that point was because he was frightened for his life or something.
See,
yes. Sorry, Lo, sorry.
No, on you go, love.
No, you go, mate, you go.
But what I was going to say is, right, what always amuses me, right, is people say about, you know, the men in black that come in black suits, and you just think, really?
Yeah,
Black
they do.
suits, you know, it's...
They do. I'm not going to mention her name. I'm going to keep her identity secret. But there's a lady in Las Vegas that she sent me, this is some time ago now, she sent me a news report. And basically, when you go over to Area 51, there is a imaginary line. And if you cross that line, this van comes from out of nowhere and threatens you. You go further forward still, and they bundle you into the van and you disappear. Well, apparently somebody she knew went across that line, and they were bundled into the van, disappeared for a day, came back, and they said, what happened to you? Can't talk about it, won't talk about it, and just clammed up. Somebody at that point, when she sent me this news report, was a car had crossed the line heading towards the gates, and this van appeared, the men in black, as you want to call them that, gave chase, and gunshots were heard. So it looks like they may have killed whoever was in the van, because if you're travelling at speed just to go straight into Area 51, is that not classed as an invasion of a sort? You know?
Do you know what? It could very well be. I used to follow, because I used to enjoy watching their YouTube channel. It was a father and son, and they were motorcyclists, and they used to go out, like they'd go all over the States, and they'd travel around, and they'd like just go out, and they'd say, well, let's have a look at this today. It's really interesting, really good channel it was. And they said, we're going to go to Area 51 today. They were a bona fide, credible YouTube channel. They weren't anything paranormal, nothing dodgy. They were just father and son enjoying their time out on the motorbikes, just seeing the sights. And they turned up at Area 51, and the son said, "Oh, look over there, Dad." He said, "There's a pickup truck, and there's a couple of guys in it." And he said, "What I'm going to do? I'm going to get my photo taken, but I'm going to go the other side of the barrier." So his dad said, "Oh, I wouldn't really do that if I were you." But anyway, he didn't heed the warning. He got the other side of the barrier. All of a sudden, this truck's come belting out of the thing. So he said to his son, "Right, let's get on the bikes and let's just floor it." So they got on the bikes and they were taking off, and this truck was catching them up. It had followed them way out of the compound, way out into the desert, caught them up, and they were like a private security. They weren't even military, these guys, although I'm beginning to think they probably were military, but they were very, very secret, in that sense. And this big guy got out and he went, "What are you doing? What do you think you're doing?" Oh, he said, "We're just going over there to take some photos." Remember, you can't do that. Just give me your camera. I didn't want to give me a camera. He went, "You do." He went, "This is a federal case now. Give me the camera." So anyway, they just went. Never heard from them again for months. And then there was another channel that I used to follow.
Did they take the channel down? Did the channel go down?
Well, the channel went.
Yeah.
And nobody knew what was happening. And I used to follow another channel, and it was a father and daughter. And they used to travel around looking for weird and wonderful stories. And somebody said, "Hey, you should look at this channel." And I thought, "Oh, okay, maybe we'll find out what happened." And so they sent him a message and said, "Oh, we'd like to talk to you." Nothing back. So they sent him another message, nothing back. So he said, "Well, let's go and see, make sure they're okay." So they turned up, and the father said, "We can't talk to you. We can't go back on YouTube again. Our channel's been taken down. That's all I can say. And if I say anything else, I'll get into a whole world of trouble." And they never knew what. They never knew why. Clearly, for that little mistake or for that bit of stupidity, their whole lives were turned upside down.
Yeah.
So, they've got the power to turn around and make you look so bad that people's not going to take their word over these Fed guys, because they'll think, "All right, obviously, clearly this has happened." The only thing that really confuses me, right, about the whole Skinwalker Ranch, right, they're talking about, obviously, when you guys are talking there about, obviously, the bans and the security and that. Why are they even allowed to film a show then? If
they wouldn't know, that's Area 51, not Skinwalker. Skinwalker, I think, is land that's been returned, if you like, whereas I think with Area 51, it's still classed as a military base.
Aye.
I do know that at Area 51, you can go up to near there and do the sky watching thing. There has been strange craft that has been witnessed still to this very day. But how do we know that that's not the US military experimenting with new craft? And we don't know.
No.
It's so secret. And there's been talk that this goes even higher than the federal government of America. It's higher than the White House and all of that. We hear stories and conspiracy theories that there is somebody else, another group of people that are pulling the strings in the White House. Is it those people that are doing this thing with Area 51? Or the other one, is it Area 52 or Area 53? I heard about it on Saturday. It's quite interesting.
Oh, sorry, Lo, go on.
No, honey, on you go.
No, the saying is, isn't it? If you know the names of the people in charge, they're not the people in charge.
No.
Because there's no way you're going to know the names of the real people in charge, because they're going to be secret in the background pulling through. Yeah. And the thing is as well, I mean, before, I wouldn't give it much credibility. But seeing the way that globally, particularly in the West, the way that government's been behaving and being very dictatorial and very, running your life for you, telling you what you can do, when you can go out. I don't put anything past the government now. Nothing past them at all. Where before I might have given it a bit of credibility and thought, "Oh, come on now, you're going down the city road here." But these last couple of years have shown me exactly what they can do. How they can manipulate you and make you see things from their perspective or not at all. Yeah, it's everywhere, Bri. Oh, Carl, my dad used to work for RAF and said that his workmates himself have seen unexplainable objects in the sky with no aircraft were. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. Dan, same with my dad, mate. He took photos on his phone. Totally. Yeah. Yeah. Not surprising. I can imagine it's all very real. All these sightings. They just don't want thousands of people panicking. I'd be one of them. Yeah, maybe. Even the POTUS. No. Exactly. Exactly.
Well,
It's exactly that, isn't it?
See if you really think about it, right? You know, America loves to promote free speech and things like that, but when you really think it realistically, the way that obviously we're talking about this and the FBI, really America doesn't have a freedom of speech.
Neither do we.
Does now.
Nobody does.
Really now.
Nobody does. You can't talk about anything, and you can't say certain words for fear of upsetting that ethnicity or
that particular dynamic, that group of people. And
I mean, the world's just gone absolutely batshit crazy.
Do you know what it is? People are fine, but governments see a way of manipulating people, pitting them against each other. And while they're doing that, while we're arguing with each other over you're gay, I can't stand you, you're black, I don't like it, you're Asian, you're Irish, you're whatever. While we're doing that, they're manipulating the situation. They're controlling the situation. They've got it all in hand. Government don't make mistakes. They don't make mistakes. I know people have said, oh, look at that moron. All that closing down over 2 years. What a moron he is. There's no moronic movements in that. Every movement they take is calculated. No movement they make is made without thought put behind it. I know it sounds, I'm going off on one now, but that's what I believe.
Sorry, I have to say, shut up.
People are people, man. Who cares whether someone's gay or someone's black or someone's orange or someone's purple? I don't care. Do you know what I mean? But the fact that they're trying to manipulate it so that certain people do care and make an objective of life out of it, it's not good.
Yeah. United Nations even has a job for ambassador for aliens. Is that illegal aliens?
Yeah.
That would
be probably right, Anthony.
A51 could just basically head up. True. Could be. It's one of the ones we're never ever going to know, to be honest.
No.
Hey, Dave.
You're clearly an intelligent woman there, Sarah.
Yes.
Don't agree with Dan, that geezer.
Don't agree with me. I get everything wrong.
Space aliens.
Or spalians, as we like to call them. Spalians.
But you know,
tell you what, they do come here because I'm sick of the human race at the minute.
They're and this is America, I think, and I'm sorry, America, but I'm going to have a dig at you now. They have changed the terminology for the last 50 or 70 or 80 years. We've been calling them unidentified flying objects, UFOs. You now have UADs, UAPs, the underwater ones. They're all UFOs as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't matter. You know, who cares? Who cares? They exist, they're there, and that's it. What's he saying?
We are the collective one.
Exactly, Dave. Exactly. We're all got the same nervous system. We've got the same bodies. We've got the same reactions with people.
See, when I watch myself on the telly, he's got me on the telly, and I can see myself, raising the eyebrow every so often. So don't be.
I won't get through the door, Carl. Yeah, exactly, Christine. People get along just fine with each other.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, look at us.
Get along fine.
I'm British, used to our English. Even though I think
me and Viv are English and you're a foreigner.
Well, I'm not English.
Nice, you bastard. But since you said it, used to a pair of English bastards and I'm the good.
I'm not actually English. I'm British, but I'm not English.
You're British. You're English. Your mum and dad are.
All right, your mum's English. This is between me and Dan then, Viv. All right, you English bastard.
I'm a paddy.
He is. He's Irish.
Oh, you're paddy?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can't think of something. I'll come back later on if that
I can think of something low. Just call him a plastic paddy.
A plastic paddy. Well, was Mike's girlfriend? She was Irish. Mike's girlfriend. She used to. What she used to say? You're a pretend potato slinger.
Oh, it's funny.
Christine, yeah, we're sad.
Oh, there you go. Sarah's Welsh. Where I like Wales. Love Wales. Yes, Hazel's Welsh actually.
Yeah.
Hazel's Welsh.
Andy's mum was Welsh.
Oh yeah, Andy's mum's Welsh.
That's the pal name for you.
Of course, with a name like Davy, you can't be anything else, can you? You've got to be Welsh.
Yeah.
Well, we're Sassenachs, aren't we, kids?
We're Sassenach, aren't we?
You wee Sassenach, you, Dan.
I'm a wee Sassenach.
Oh, did you see in the group chat, Viv, I put some Scottish up for you to learn?
All right, I'll have a look at that later.
Exactly, Anthony, exactly.
Don't worry, that's just lovely pet terms I gave them. Don't worry, I don't actually think that of them. Shut up, you. Nobody asked your opinion.
Yeah, just tell him, shut up. Scotland are not even in the World Cup.
I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised we are.
He's going to say something.
I thought we'd have been gone way before this.
Scotland are not, didn't even qualify for the World Cup, so we can shut his face, you fat egg, tell him.
You what, fat egg?
Yeah.
Little bit of
Raddy
sauce. Always
So yeah, I don't. I mean, it's a weird one, isn't it? Skywalker. It's Skinwalker. I think it's funny. Star Wars, Skinwalker.
Do you think Skywalker is from Skinwalker?
Skinwalker. He's it's a weird one. He's Tatooine. He's from, isn't he? It's a weird one. Isn't it? I don't know.
I think it. The Native American Indians, or the tribes as they're called, they were looking after land. They knew stuff. They worshipped stuff. They respected stuff. White man come in, disrupted all of that. I mean, because when you think about it, when I did all that Bigfoot research, and I found out that there were some pictographs of Bigfoot, but there are also pictographs of Skinwalker. There's pictographs of alien. There's pictographs of alien beings talking to the Native Americans, and all of it. Like, it's been going on for a long time.
Well, that culture is so rich. It's got such a history of dealing with these beings. That I would have thought that would have been your first port of call.
Yeah,
wouldn't it? To go to an elder or go to somebody who's well up on the knowledge of the tribe or the history and find, or urban myth and legend, and find out, or myth and legend, and find, well, more legend than myth, but to find out what the reality is, the truth is, because I think you get better answers there than just running around with electrical equipment and guessing.
But do you think, right, here's a question for you guys and people in the chat. Do you think, right, the worst thing that people can do with Skinwalker Ranch is take equipment because it could interfere with the energy?
It could.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, you know, I'd be more worried. I'd be more like wanted to tend to my animals and farm for crops and all that. And you know, if I'd had that ranch, that's what I would be doing. If I had interference, I'd be getting elders in. I'll be talking to them. What can I do to right it? What can I do just so I can scratch a living? Now, today, because of the TV shows, and they can see like it's turning over money. The guy that bought that ranch initially, he was a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
While the TV program is at the height of its popularity, apparently he sold it again to get money back, because if he waits another couple of years, he won't get nothing for it, because everyone will be too scared to go there. So it's all about getting money, turning over a fast buck, and keeping the public interested. The minute that stops, that ranch is worth nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I think, to be honest, see if any experiences happen there, I think us as paranormal investigator, I can't talk about you two, but myself, I would want to go there just to experience it myself. I don't think people will believe until they experience it themselves.
Yeah. So what's Carl saying?
So Carl says the Red Indians, the Incas, the Egyptians have all told of people not from this world and their own versions of different creatures. There has to be some element of truth. Yeah.
Definitely, I couldn't agree more.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's like, Native American Skinwalker story I found. I talked about how we was animals and that was turned into humans and Skinwalker person stuck in between you and animal. Yeah, who knows, Anthony? Who really knows? Who knows? It's interesting. I think the thing that interests me about Skinwalker Ranch is the fact that it's not just concentrated around one set of one specific set of paranormal or paranormal activity. It goes right across the board, doesn't it? From hauntings to poltergeistal activity to aliens to UFO to cows being sliced open, and I don't know. Yeah, like Rendlesham. Yeah.
I mean, it's the cattle mutilation thing that's the thing that gets me.
The fact there's no blood.
It's been happening. Well, I don't know. There was one that was on there, and there clearly was blood.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, the one the episode I watched, it was lying there, and they had to call somebody in to take it away. And but it's the different cattle mutilations that you get around the world, right? And apparently, and this is not widely known, it's happened to people as well. Very strange, the people thing. I would say to you, YouTube it. If you want to find out about that, YouTube it. But I find it's different versions of the cattle mutilation, which to me makes me believe, well, an animal could have done that. Or there is something around another species of something that we don't know about. Now, I say that because there was one where they found a person. Okay, Dan. They found a person who had very small pinprick holes on their body, but they had no actual organs left inside them. Gone. And I'm wondering if there was something that had bitten them, injected something, it all, like a spider with their venom.
It burns down the interior, yeah.
Destroys the inside and then it sucks out whatever. And I'm wondering if there is something else that we've not yet identified properly that actually did that.
Well, keep that thought going because there's been another Bigfoot sighting in Cornwall of all places.
Really?
Last week. So these things do seem to be becoming more prominent, don't they?
Yeah.
And if they're in the right way across North America and they're here now, they can obviously move around, can't they?
But I think they've been around for a while, Dan. I think like the wood woes and the green hairy man and all that. I think, and that in England goes back fucking centuries, Dan.
Yeah,
I think they've always been here. Maybe we've just got a different version of.
Well, even to the point of it might not. Even to the point of things like the Green Man. I mean, could he be guardian of the forest, king of the forest, king of the wood? Could that be
Bigfoot?
Could that be? Could it be? Could it be one of these creatures?
Oh my God! Whoa.
Yeah, they can, Anthony.
Definitely.
It's very interesting.
But then that's no good to somebody like Skinwalker Ranch, because if a snake or an animal has done that, it's not very exciting, is it? Oh, aliens have attacked my herd, and look, I've got cattle mutilation. Well, actually, it wasn't a mutilation. It was just the thing was laying there dead and ballooned up because it's swollen up. But,
yeah, it's interesting.
It's an interesting.
Yeah, exactly, Christine.
Yeah.
Need to talk to
yes.
Oh, shall I show you what I'm going to show you something.
Things, isn't he? He's the man who makes the casts.
I'm going to go away and I'm going to show you my cast, Dan and Lois. I got this on Saturday night. Let me go and get it. I'll disappear and I'm going to go and take a tablet while I'm here.
You crack on, I'll have a word. Carl, I want to get one of your godfather's imps. He's Lincolnshire imps. But they did. Apparently, people were saying they didn't have them at the farm on Saturday. Beg your pardon.
Are you away again on holiday, Mr. Winter?
No, I was ill, wasn't I, on weekend?
Oh, I so you are, because I was talking
Yeah, I
to you.
don't know what it was. It was really weird. It was odd. Quite a lot of
Just
people
like
seem
you.
to come down with it. Quite a lot of people seem to come down with it. I thought it was just me. I thought I created a new bloody disease. Oh, that'd be great, Carl. Thank you, mate. That'd be brilliant. I know they do them at the farm, but he didn't. People were saying they didn't have any left. They sell like hotcakes, those things.
How are you feeling now?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. So I don't know, Lo. What do you think, Lo?
Skinwalker Ranch, I've got that bit of skeptic in me, but there's also that bit of where the paranormal's like interested. I'd want to experience it for myself before I would make any judgment. And
Yeah.
then we could get there, and it could be a total disappointment. And it could be
nothing at all. Nothing at all. Oh, that's worth knowing, Carl. I'll keep my eyes and ears open then.
So I was meant to be on holiday this week, but I decided because you were doing Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh, you want to jump in? You're not going away, are you?
No. Just a holiday for life goes.
Hi, Robert. I hope you're doing well. Viv's just gone off camera for a moment.
So she's just left us. What about you, Dan? If you
Viv will be back. She's got a very bad case of diarrhea.
She has. She keeps shiting herself.
Gonna kill us. Sorry, Lo, what were you saying?
Don't tell her. But if you want to put in the chat good suggestions how to stop shitting, please do before she comes back.
Use a Coke. Oh, what's Anthony say?
What about energy?
Yeah, it could all be everything. It's all energy vibrations. It's all down to that, I think, Anthony.
But what's your thoughts, Dan? Do you think it's paranormal, or do you just think?
I'm like you. I have no. I mean, I used to give it credence and credit when they got the families on that lived there to speak about it, because it was done sort of first-hand accounts. But then they got these TV personalities or these professors and scientists who clearly seem to be more interested in acting badly. And we told them about your diarrhea, Viv. We told them that's why you went off.
And I suggested in the chat that they put things in that would stop your shitting. And
Christine said Imodium.
Imodium.
Don't work. Tried it.
I think it has to do a lot of cheese to help with the problems.
Cheese?
You shove it up your bum. Butt plug, says Christine.
Well, I bought something which I'm going to do an experiment with. This is my little... No, well, I'll show you it in a minute. It's my little mascot that's going to come on every single paranormal investigation that I do on there.
Oh, you mentioned it. I won't say anything. You haven't seen it yet.
And I'm going to introduce you to him.
Oh, that's cool.
That kind of reminds me of the jalapeno.
Yes.
I called it Willie.
That's quite cool. What's he like a little imp?
That is a pretty cool.
No, it's supposed to be a twig.
Oh, it's a twig.
See the way you.
Quite cute, isn't it? What is it? Is it cast out of like concrete or plaster?
Carl's godfather made this.
Brilliant.
Oh wow,
that's quite cute.
Do you know what, Carl? Taking my thoughts right out my head.
That's my little stick man.
That's quite cute, isn't it?
Looks a bit like you, Dan.
He does. He does.
I thought I'd seen him before somewhere.
I thought it was Jamie.
I can't argue that one.
Yes, it's we're just saying, Viv, what do you think? What do you think about it? Push to shove, I don't know. I'm erring on the side of it's a load of old nonsense, or most of it, but I don't really know.
I think
Rabbit.
I think when it comes to the UFO stuff, when it comes to the other stuff and talking about the ancients and the elders, then I think there's something going on. I don't know what, but there's something there.
Yeah.
He knows I got it.
Rastafarian says Mystic Man.
That's Mystic Man. That's my Rastafarian. Should I put a Rastafarian little knitted hat on him or something?
You could do, like little dreads.
Could do.
Yeah, it's,
but then I'd get accused of being racist.
Oh God, aye! Can you imagine?
So your stick is, what do they call it? Appropriating somebody else's culture. What's happened to the world? Why has it gone mad?
Oh, I don't know, Dan. It's just crazy, isn't it?
It'll sort itself out.
I get filthy looks when I do an Indian accent. And I say to him, it's all right, I'm half Indian.
You are Indian, though. You're half
I
Indian,
know. Just to put an Indian accent on there, they go, you can't talk like that.
No.
The whole world just went nuts.
You're not even allowed to laugh at yourself anymore.
No, you're not allowed to. 50-50 on all thing. Yes, when you match up old story, the events on ranch does match up. Yeah, exactly, Anthony. And I think that's what I think. I think when you take the stories from the people that lived there, that owned it and tried to work it as a ranch, clearly there's something going on there because it ran right across 2 or 3 families, I think. So, but then obviously they got rid of it because they wanted to sell it, couldn't sell it. Government walked in, took it, and then they sold it to this millionaire guy, whoever he is. He comes in, then he does his research there, whatever that is, goes, and you say it's been sold again, Viv, now.
Do what, sorry? Apparently.
It's been sold again now.
Yeah, they're saying it's been sold again.
It's a weird one, isn't it? It's a weird one, but I don't know.
Who would you take for the weekend? If you had to take one person for the weekend to Skinwalker Ranch, who would you
Viv.
What?
You got to Skinwalker Ranch, wouldn't you? Me and you.
I'll be a laugh, wouldn't it? It would be so funny.
I'm the only one seeing a puppet on the left of Lois.
That's a pillow.
A pillow. And I'm looking at the telly to see. No, it's my pillow.
I'm looking for a puppet now. I can't see one.
Mind you, my puppet's in the background.
Hi, you, Eric.
Lois, who would you take to Skinwalker Ranch with you?
Oh, that's a hard one. Who would I take?
Well, that's what she said. Hiya, Nick.
Hey, Nick. Who would I take? Wait a minute. I would take Ian.
Yeah.
Ian Varro.
Uh-huh.
He's got a sensible head on him.
It looks like a puppet.
He hasn't really. He's a friend of ours.
Hey, Eric.
How you doing, Eric? Hope you're doing well, my friend.
Do you know who I'd take? If it had to be a personality, TV personality, I would take Louis Spence.
Oh, you would be in trouble there, wouldn't you?
Oh, it'd be so funny though.
He'd be bloody dancing around them.
He'd be screaming at it. Yeah, he'd be dancing at him. And but if I had to take somebody that was a paranormal investigator, I suppose I'd take Dan. I suppose. Because he'd be the one calming me down. He'd be saying, calm down, Viv, it's all right. Calm down.
Plus, I'd love the opportunity to say to somebody, take me to your leader.
Oh, for God's sake. Would you really?
If I saw an alien, it'd be like, take me to your leader. Like that.
No.
I can only do that in one horn.
Oh, really?
I can't do it. Like, see? I just can't do it with that hand, but I can do it well with that one.
You used to be able to do it like, go like that, then like that.
Oh, Stephen. He's sitting in the background doing that because I can't do it. I know
Don't worry, Eric. You can catch it on. Catch up. Although it's rubbish, I wouldn't bother, mate. No, you can probably catch it on catch up, mate.
The one we should all be doing is this one. Peace. That one.
Or do what everybody does now.
That's time you got me off this planet. Me and all, mate. Me and all, Anthony. Spook, live long, prosper. Yeah.
So,
do you know what time it is, guys?
The Jar of Doom.
Oh, it's Jar of Doom time.
It's the Jar of Doom. Paint's coming off.
Did we actually have a half sensible talk this evening?
Yes, I think we did.
We need to stop that.
I like it when it's disruptive.
Yeah, me too.
Dan, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
I'll do it again because I didn't get any.
Right, okay. Stop.
Got one.
Go for it.
Drum roll. Angles.
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 Angels or angles?
Both.
There's angles.
Angels.
I'll bring a set square next week and talk about it.
So we're talking about angels, angles, whatever you want to call them.
And this ruler came down and it came over the crib and it said unto Mary, I am an angle.
And I will set you,
Lord.
And I will set you at 90 degrees.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll find a lot of information in angles. Is there a message in the jar?
The Masons. That'd be an interesting one.
That comes under
I
angles.
got invited to join them once.
Why didn't you?
Really?
I've no real interest, to be honest. To me, I mean, if you like that type of thing, you like that type of thing. To me, it was a bit like Boy Scouts. So I weren't really.
You'd
But
be like,
over here,
not to tell any secrets.
over here, there is a hierarchy within the Masons, depending on your job. And my Uncle Bill, who used to be in the police force, was
A lot of police in it.
He was in the Masons with politicians. And I'm going to talk about it because it was a long time ago and Uncle Bill was dead now. But do you remember that somebody was found hanging under Blackfriars Bridge?
Yes, the God's Banker.
And it was hushed up very
Banker.
quick, very, very quickly.
Yes.
The Masons got that hushed and
yes.
Yeah. They were
I
involved
remember
in
that. That was God's Banker, the guy, wasn't he? He was something to do with the Bank of Vatican or something to do with Rome banking and something to do with it. And he got seen off, didn't he?
Yeah.
They spoke with suicide, and it was like,
made it like a suicide, but it wasn't.
Was it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've got nothing against them. It's just not my type of thing, really.
Was it no that? Sorry, only go Viv.
They do a lot of good as well as other stuff, depending on the level of Masons.
I was invited. I can't say it. I was invited by a mate of mine who's a police sergeant, and surprised the amount of police in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And solicitors and God knows what.
Yeah.
Was it no back then? If you were a Mason, you could get all the good jobs, basically.
No, they help each other out, don't they? It's a syndicate in that sense. It's like a business club, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Painful, Robert. You got
I'll show you something. I'll tell you about it after the show.
Exactly, Anthony. Yeah,
exactly. They are very secret.
The initial ones, like I would have been if I'd have joined, would have like you're nothing. As you go up and up and up and up and up.
Yeah.
And then even then, you think you're high, but you're not.
And you're not.
Real grandmasters and stuff, aren't there, and what have you?
Are you all right, Viv?
I've got a bad tooth. I've taken some. I've got an abscess, I think, coming. I've taken some ibuprofen, and I'm putting this stuff on.
That's the best thing to try, Viv, because it totally numbs the.
Yes, that is good. That
I've got this. It's not Anusol. It's called Absol.
Aye, actually, see with that and that, you feel instant relief.
A friend of mine used to use was it cloves?
Oh,
Cloves?
that makes me heave.
Yeah, it stunk though.
Oh.
Makes me heave, that stuff.
It worked for him, but it only worked for him short term.
Have a whiskey. You'll not feel a thing.
That's true. A whole bottle.
I'm just going to suck on my cotton bud.
She's taking DNA swabs.
DNA swabs?
Yeah, that's what Robert says. You're taking DNA swabs.
No, I heave when I do that. Dan seen me.
Well, when you blew on that pipe.
I got a pipe. I got a bone pipe.
Oh,
I blew on it and it was making me sick. Dad was creasing up.
She went, I'm going to blow this blown pipe, and she blew it, and it went, I fucking couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I couldn't blow it. It was making me sick. It's on the shelf over there. It's on the shelf over there. Don't ask me to blow it.
Have you blown it since?
Shall I give it a go?
Go on.
If I'm sick, it's your fault.
Oh, hang on. What's your tooth, though?
Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can reach it. Hang on.
That's true. If she hits the right vibration.
Either that or the tooth will fall out.
Dan, if I'm sick, I'm blaming you.
Oh, I don't care. I want it for entertainment value. Does it still smell?
A little bit. It's not that bad. I can't blow it.
What is it off of? Do you know the bone?
I don't know.
Someone's Sunday roast. Fucking lamb bone.
I think it's a bit big for lamb.
It's cool though, isn't it?
That is.
Is it South American, Viv?
Come from Peru.
Yeah.
Might be human.
Human.
It looks like the.
Human.
I want to say I know what bone I'm talking about, but I can't ever pronounce it. Starts with an A. Aye, the female.
That's about all you're going to get from me.
That was some tune, some chanter.
Bryce got a whale's penis.
It's a bit small, isn't it? What with that, and my stick, I'm well away, I am.
Peru, just outside Blackpool. That's the one, Robert. Yeah, I reckon Anthony's right. I reckon it's some sort of cow bone or something.
Could be.
Buy yourself from Amazon a water flosser. Yeah, they're good, those, Christine. You won't even get another abscess user. They're brilliant things.
A water flosser?
Mm.
Yeah, but I'd squirt it in my mouth and go,
If you're going to get one, do it on here. Eric, it looks like a human feeding a bone.
It's not very big. I think it's animal. I don't think it's human.
Animal, mineral, vegetable. Animal, mineral, vegetable.
That was just so random. It was like, what the hell?
What is that?
Animal, mineral, vegetable. These are the bones we know and things we don't.
Do you know, it just sounds like somebody's went through Dan, using him as a...
as a conduit.
Dan, I'll let you blow. Shall I bring it with me at the weekend? I'll let you blow on my bone.
I'll get a tune out of someone's bone.
Aye, the funny bone.
Hey, hiya, William. I hope you're doing well.
Hey, William.
Murder it, I think I would, Eric. I'd murder a song. My son bought a Braun thing, 140 quid. So you get a toothbrush for a couple quid. Yeah.
True.
They are good though, those water flossers. They're really good. I was toying buying one.
Yeah, I suffer with gum disease, you see, and if I eat anything that scratches the gums, that's it. I'm flared up. I think I had a packet of crisps today, and I think I might have scratched it.
Oh,
that's what that is.
If Dan said that, it would be hilarious.
What's
So
that?
Willie, we had trouble finding us.
Animal, mineral, vegetable.
Animal, mineral, vegetable. Animal,
Oh my.
mineral, vegetable. Eric.
I reckon out of the three of us, Dan wouldn't be able to get a tune out of it. I reckon Lois would.
I want to get like skulls, and then what I want to
what?
do is I want to set out like a drum kit.
Oh, for God's sake.
I actually said there I nearly wanted to blow the phone.
We want to blow the bone down.
Oh yeah, go on. I was half expecting Jay to come on tonight at some point, but I guess he's working late.
Food getting trapped in between.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it does. It rots down, doesn't it?
I've got a great big lump that I can feel just here.
Oh, that's an abscess, isn't it?
So I have to massage it till it pops and goes.
No, but I think they're expensive, Robert, those crystal skulls. I think they're really expensive.
I've got a lava skull.
Yes, you got one.
A lava skull.
Mr. Lava Man! Shut up. Shut up.
They've got wholesome energy, haven't they? Like the lava skulls.
They've got, haven't they? I mean, do you think the power that comes through the Earth's crust? I mean, it's like God knows how many atomic bombs going off at once. Right.
I'm just looking to see if he's up there, but he's not. You've got a lava skull, Dan.
Yeah, you got it for me.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
With my shoes.
The dead skulls.
That'd be cool, Dan. We could start a bone. Oh, Eric, wouldn't that be great? That would be Eric. Let's do it.
You could be.
Let's do it.
You could be the Viking skull band.
We could be. Yes. The dead skulls, excellent.
Oh my God!
Vic could be in the background playing the pipe.
No, I won't, because I can't get a tune out of it. I can't get a tune out of it.
You got a week to learn because I'm gonna get us a gig.
Oh God!
That would be funny as hell. I'd say watch that.
I don't know about you watching it. You'd be in it, Lois.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be the drummer.
Yeah.
You could tinkle on the ivories on the keyboard. The actual ivories being boned.
Yeah, someone's teeth.
Or I could play the, oh God, what was that called when you were at school? The triangle.
The triangle.
Yes. Just hit it. Ding. No. Can I skip that?
Come see him blow some bone. Oh God! Right, so we're going to end it here. We've been going about an hour. I'm getting cold sitting in this room. There's no heating on in here.
Next week we'll be talking about 30 and 40 degrees. You know, angles.
Angles. We're talking about angles.
And if you really want to be exciting, go for the 90-degree angle.
Said the angle of the Lord.
But not do a full 180.
Lord.
Don't do a full 180.
Definitely
or 360 because you get dizzy.
I don't know if the crime show will be on this week because I'm on holiday, so I don't. Funny looking holiday, I know, because I seen Skinwalker Ranch and I couldn't resist. But if it is, guys, then I'll have it advertised as usual.
Yeah.
Always on the triangle. I'm like
bone triangle.
But I'll let you guys know definitely in time.
We are back. We are back tomorrow night on the Simply Spooky Network with, are you ready for this, guys? The Dark Mirror Boys.
Yay!
Dark Mirror Boys are joining us.
Boys.
So we have Wayne and Mark Manley. Yeah. So who knows what we will be talking about? All sorts of weird and wonderful things. because between Dan, Mark Manley, and Wayne, we will go down so many rabbit
Sarah.
holes.
Oh yeah,
Thanks,
And
Christine.
talk nonsense, but
it'll be great. We always have a good time with them, don't we? We always have a good time
we
with
do,
them.
yeah.
They're a good couple of lads.
So that's when we're on next. So you're having the week off for some well-earned rest. We will be disappearing at the weekend. We are away
Oh, we are. We're on
investigating.
our
Oh,
Christmas
where is
caravan,
it?
aren't we? Our paranormal weekend away.
We're off to 2 locations over 2 nights.
Very excited.
So we're going away for that one, and we will be back next Tuesday. So back in time to do the show and talk about angles.
They're going to
Angles.
Amsterdam. Oh, I wasn't meant to tell you.
No, we're not going anywhere too glamorous, but
No. Although they are 2 of the most renowned places for paranormal activity and sought after for investigation. So we're really lucky. One of them I've done a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, 3 times I think. One of them I haven't done before, but Viv's done both.
I've done both. I've done both.
So there you go. So that'll be good. So that will be good. Looking forward to it.
So we will see you all next week, hopefully. Try and tune in. We have got shows going out on Simply Spooky. Just check back in with the page and see when they're on. We will definitely be back tomorrow night and next week. Lois will be back next week. But if she goes on, she'll let you know anyway on the page.
She will. Not Liverpool, Christine. We will be going to Liverpool next year, but not this year. Hopefully doing a bit with the boys, some scouts, only scouts. There's a lovely couple of lads, aren't they, Viv?
Yeah, they are nice. So I'm going to say good night to everyone because
Good
I'm
night,
hurting.
everybody. Take
And
care.
I will
Have a
see
good week. Stay safe. Stay happy.
I will see you soon.